Well, hello there, Taurus, Taurus friends, Sun in Taurus. If you got your moon, maybe Venus, or your morning star in Taurus, welcome to the Taurus season, or likely May, late April, May readings for your sign, Taurus. Yes, we're happy to be here, and yes, we're happy that things have begun to shift, things have begun to change, and things have become easier almost to access is the feel I have for you. It's a good time for you to do big things, big plans and big projects. I'll leave it up to you guys to always be like super interesting. Like you spark so much interest within the other signs. I feel it's like the other signs can't help but notice you when you have piqued an interest or have taken on a mission or a goal that to them or to all of us in the collective seems very interesting. And it's like you may not be reciprocating, you might not be too interested maybe in what others are doing or what else might be going on aside from you. It's like you're avoiding the little distractions and your interest is quite focused, which is a good thing. As long as we're not too narrow, we can remain focused and moving and getting her done, so to speak. So yeah, Taurus, I want to thank you for being here. If you're feeling the vibe, do reach out and subscribe. And I want to wish you all the best in prosperity, abundance, bliss, joy, and health. That's why we're here to do these readings. These readings are going to be for you, Taurus. And if you're cross-watching, please, a lot of these messages will apply. And they're general readings. So, as always, you can kick out the door what you don't feel applies to you. And, use the rest to the best of your intuitive abilities to make the connection on your end. Okay, so as I mentioned, Taurus, these readings are for you and the other, or you and your focus, which we just spoke about. Could be quite, you're pinpointing it, right? Sort of thing. We're going to cut the deck here. I could chat all day and not drop a card. And other readings, I just pick up the deck and all cards fall out of my hands. So we're going to see what's going on for Taurus for May 2019. And let's see what we've got. I'm going to lay the cards out for myself, not facing me, just as we get going. We're going to do, I think, 7 to 8 cards today, just to see where we're going, all right? And then we'll put them up as they come up. Wow, look at this. You might like bread and butter, but he likes toast and jam. This has got some good benevolent energy. Harmony in relationships and love is favoring all signs at this time. And I think, Taurus, you see the expansion of it. You actually see the opportunities opening up to strengthen connections, to strengthen relationships. But there could still be trouble with that reciprocation. Like, is the other not doing it? Or perhaps are you just slowly uncovering the unseen areas of where you can reciprocate because you're seeing the bigger picture. You're not getting caught up in the details. But the lover, the other person, or where your focus is, may not be too concerned about details. It might just be like, create me or make me laugh, make me smile, make me happy kind of thing, right? The lovers is a major energy that's up here. And it's also a message to be rooted, be grounded in your love, in the love that you share from your others, because the heart energy is a direct connect when we see this card to your grounding, to your rooting energy. It's like the love that the earth has for the baby animals or for the trees is because that's where they begin their life, is on the ground. So it's rooted. And it's an energy that you're easily attuned with, Taurus. You understand that, right? You guys are like the facilitators of growth, of earth element and the life portion that is earth element. So your greenery, Mother Nature, all that good stuff, okay? Now let's see. Wow. Yeah, and it is a creative time for you. And you may be recreating something. You may be refining something. You may be creating something or an idea that you've had for a very long time. And this could be an idea to treat your lover, actually, to something that might like take them by surprise, or they might catch them off guard, like because you might be feeling a little bit extra cuddly, a little bit extra giddy, a little bit extra frisky this time too. But if this is related, if your focus is on a project or creation, so far what we have is green light grow across the board, right? Go or green light grow. Either way, it's time to get moving, to use your bag of chips and whatever has piqued your interest. I feel it's like you are going to be head over heels for whatever has piqued your interest. And you are, again, interest and value, right? Keep coming up for you this month, all right? But this is success. This is get to work stuff on the creation or on making room for something new, okay, in this card. All right, now we get into the Nine of Cups. This is a good card to see up here. Some of you might be desiring to start a family, to maybe have some children, or maybe to have some more children. This is a wish fulfillment coming in terms of maybe you realize that you are creating what you want for yourself, and you might be nearing the last steps of you ever having to be in the mindset that you are outside what comes into your reality and what comes into your etheric field. Your fulfillment comes from within, right? And the thought of this makes you happy. It makes you smile. It makes you want to celebrate. It makes you want to have joy. And this season could be a lot of joy and feasting and get-togethers and communication with like family members and with people that are dear to your heart that might, they might show up, or they might be coming around at this time too, right? You'd be happy to see them, happy to catch up, because the feeling is that you're Taurus, you've done a lot of work in really being able to open to the intangible, or the intention and the emotion behind faces, and behind what the faces are saying, what the people are saying to you when it comes to other people. And that's good, because we haven't even got here yet. We're only about halfway through the reading, and look, the good, benevolent love harmony just keeps coming up. We've got Lovers, Nine of Cups, now Ten of Cups. Wow, it's like a milestone almost when you have that realization to be settled, maybe in a time where it wasn't such the great emotional place. You bring yourself very quickly, there's like a quickening or a hastening to emotional fulfillment, to bliss. So for some of you, the question straight up might have been, is the person I'm with the person that's going to be willing and wanting to desire to start a family? And I think that through the harmony and benevolence in the communication between you, you will be able to find that answer, to have that answer, and you're going to be pleasantly surprised by that answer, right? The 9 and 10 of Cups just don't show up in a reading when things are looking bleak or dreary, or not so positive. And if they are presenting themselves to you that way in this final moment, this is the reading that is letting you know, in order to align with the energy so that you can have this, it is opening up. It is about flowering. It is about rooting down in so that you can open up or become into the warmth kind of thing. All right. But I feel for many of you, Taurus, you can use that focus we talked about. So if things may seem humdrum and dreary, you just like quickly dismiss them, or they're off to the side automatically as they arise. It's almost like the little mini meditations, or that mini awareness that you have. It's like, this isn't a thought that I want to occupy right now. Boom, back to the focus. We're creating again, or we're talking again, we're opening up again, that sort of thing. Okay? Now, this is kind of interesting energy to see. Somebody might be probing you, I feel, Taurus. Somebody might be asking you a lot of questions, but their reasons for doing so are pure. It's like I said, you are very interesting to all the other signs. And for those that are closest to you, when they notice a shift in you, and you might just be shifting with the energy, you may just be shifting with the season, but it could appear to be so powerful that they have like a renewed interest in you, or they're asking questions so that they may want to like almost like nurture you, or give you like support, like mother you in a way, right? Where it's like, and if you're an acceptance to that, maybe that's all this other person is asking for, to be like, maybe you're relaxing on some of your independence so that you can feel more of your half of the Lover's card, right? Because remember, the reciprocation thing came up at the start of the reading as well. Okay. Wow. Yeah. Thank you, Queen of Wands. All right. Now, we've got the Hangman up in reverse, right? So nothing needs to be fated. Nothing needs to be ill-fated. You're in recognition of this. Make sure you're bringing forward this recognition into the etheric realm, so that when this balances out with this Magician card, if you notice something wrong, you fix it. And if you discern or judge something to not need fixing because it's not broken, you simply have that ability to say, I'm going to leave it as is, right? Even if it might be important to the other person, it's just as long as you're communicating it to them, or you may be wanting to support and help somebody else that does feel that their life is faded, or is having or struggling with issues of hope right now, you might be able to use this through your communication to bring help and support to that person. Okay, we're gonna get to. All right, let's see. All right, and up at the capstone we have a page of wands in reverse. So yeah, and that just comes back to it. The opening, if you feel struggle, or you're having trouble aligning with crown chakra and being able to open up, or any 5D energy to be able to open up, the clear signs is that you may just need to reach out and to talk to somebody, to allow maybe your passions or that focus to subside. There was that small risk of your focus being a little bit too narrow. You're using it, and you're benefiting from it, but you have to watch those boundaries when the focus becomes too narrow, because the Page of Wands cannot see, especially when she's in reverse, cannot see past the tip of the wand, right, so to speak. So it's like a loss of focus. Yeah, it can open third eye energy when it's that narrow, but at the same time, if we lose sight, or the bigger picture becomes too blurry, it's not going to favor us, because this Jupiter retrograde and the expansion that is occurring through even this Queen of Wands type energy, the benevolent support being an expansion around your sign, the nurture, right, the growth being there, it's calling you to align to it. It wants you to align to it. Look at that. the Nine of Cups fell over. Let's fix that. I want to give you guys an additional bonus card that we can just kind of sense the energy and see where it's going on. Please give me one bonus card for Taurus. Month of May. One bonus card for Taurus. All right. And you have card number 14. This card is faith. All right. What a beautiful image that is. And we talked about it a little bit in this reading. We didn't really use the words faith, but it was temperance in your emotions. This 8 and 9 of Cups that was up, that temperance, that emotional fulfillment. To a large part, you will be in recognition that your bridge to that, or your having that, was in being patient and faithful to, could have been a lover, it could have been to yourself, and that sort of thing, or in source, or wherever your higher self may be out there for you. This faith is a good energy for you to carry with you in the month of May, because that reciprocity is an issue, and also that feeling of, well, it just hasn't come yet. My emotional fulfillment isn't there, and why not? And this is the faith, this is the turning within to give you the advanced avenue, or the expressway to get there. All right. So it does. It's like a quickening. It's like a hastening. You get out on the 6-lane highway and you're gone. There's no cops there. You just get to where you're going, wherever your happiness is, wherever your focus, and whatever you want out of this life, and you go ahead and get there. All right, Taurus. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next month.